Happy Friday, everybody. This is Rachel from Diamond Cave Folk Art, and welcome. Today, I finally have available this year's 2022 annual embroidered Christmas ornament. If you're not familiar with my series of embroidered Christmas ornament kits, I thought I'd share them with you today. These are the previous year's kits. And if you're on the mailing list, there is a special offer for some of these previous years that I still have available. So everything that you need to make the ornament, usually except for the slate frame and maybe scissors and a pin or something, usually everything is included in the kit. And I love to use just the top of the line materials for everything, because these really are heirloom ornaments. The first one was 2016. This was Flemish Fantasy. Now this one has sold out, but I just love these. And you might have saw me talking about the tinsel on this year's ornament, and this is what I was talking about, because this is real metal gilt over silver tinsel. And while it is really sparkly and beautiful, they will tarnish over time, but it does matte down a little bit, so you have to be constantly picking it back up. But I mean, I love it. Really, there's no comparison to just the look of a real tinsel. So that was Flemish Fantasy. It was in 2016. Then 2017, I believe, I did Winter Queen. Now all these ornaments are inspired by 17th century embroiderers, well, except for the Orc King there, and we'll talk about him in a minute. This is Winter Queen, and she was inspired by a pair of gauntlets. And again, I do have some of this one still available for those that are on the newsletter, if you're on the fence about it. All of the real pearls, all of the real gold threads, the gilt tinsel, the spangles, they're all included, all the silks. The only thing that isn't included in this one is, I don't know if I can do it with one hand, but this one is kind of a surprise, because it's a candy box. So you're going to find your own scrap of silk, or here I use a silk tie to finish the inside of that one. So yeah, that one's a really fun one. And then next, I believe, came Peaceful Kingdom. This was 2016, 2018 was Peaceful Kingdom. Sometimes I get confused even. Yeah. So this is Peaceful Kingdom, and this is a casket. The casket does not open because it has a different surprise in it. It is a music box. It plays green sleeves. And so it has a stump work dove on the back, the sides, a tree of life on that side, and then you have the industrious, that's supposed to be a bee of industry, and that's based off a 17th century colorway. And then the front is this really gorgeous lion and lamb. So that was 2018's, and that one is also sold out. Then we had the Orc King. Now the Orc King is really fun. You get to learn just a lot of different techniques with this one. Some needle lace up here in his top, but he is the Orc King because he is filled with all of my orts. So I encouraged everyone to fill their Orc Kings with their scraps of thread and little snippets of fabric, because he is the Orc King. Then came Fanciful Story. Now this one is an amazing kit. You see all that? That is gold spangles. It is encrusted. So this is kind of a mesh together of both embroidered book, which is typical in the 17th century book cover, and then also we've all seen and admired the embroidered jackets. Well, the ones that were really encrusted with the gilt spangles were meant for the mask. So that's what this one is the back of it is totally, the ground is totally filled in with gilt spangles. And this kit was just kind of a, if you bought this one, there was a choice or just kind of an assortment of 3 different books. It was either the Nutcracker or 'Twas the Night Before Christmas or Christmas Carol. And so this one is The Night Before Christmas. And so you get the book with it, and the linen and the threads, the silk threads, everything to finish this one. So I really, really love that one. But this one's kind of on the expensive side because of all the gold. Really heavy in gold. Then last year's was the Flemish coffer. This one was really great. It has a metallic, it has a, what can I think? A magnetic opening, so it stays closed. And this is based off of the Flemish cabinet embroideries. So it's really, really fun. So that brings us to this year's ornament. And this year's ornament I am super, super proud of. It is actually based on, before I show it to you, it's based on a 17th century embroidered petticoat. And it's in a private collection, so all I have is the photograph of when it was auctioned many, many moons ago. But this is an amazing embroidered petticoat. And so I took my drawings and everything from that auction, and I designed the Scarlet Lady. I just really love this. This is going to pop on your tree. Each panel is different. And I just chose my favorite motifs from that petticoat and kind of elaborated on them a little, but I kept the same, match the thread colors as closely as I could, because you just can't beat the way this yellow pops on that scarlet red Duchess silk background. It is so beautiful. And the stitches are really quite basic. So this ornament is, and of course it, you know, it has some bling, it has some gilt spangles on there. But this ornament is, you know, it shows you what you can do with some simple stitches that just make something look absolutely fabulous. Now this is what I was telling you about. The tinsel on this one is a poly tinsel, so it's not going to matte. It's really springy and it's sparse and it's gorgeous. So if you think you might want to make a Scarlet Lady of your own, the kits are on pre-sale today. So pop on over and take a peek. Everything you need to make this ornament is in the kit, minus the embroidery frame and some basic things that are listed there. So I hope you all enjoy making it up as much as I did. It's super fun and pretty fast. Actually, it took me about a week once I started stitching on it to get it done, and about an hour to put it together. So you'll have fun with this one. Thanks for watching. Bye.